Today, President ADDO calls for support for Jana. Disabled urged to intermarry. Church of Pentecost bans AMOROUS pre-wedding shoot. Ghana police make headway in kidnapping SAGA. 17 dead in church bombing in the Philippines. And STONEBWOY named Sanitation Ambassador. Hello there, it's a brand new week. You're watching DGN. I'm here with the update. My name is Godwin Nambo. The President of the Republic, Nana Addo, has appealed to all sons and daughters of Dagbon to unite behind the new Jana Mahama Bukari II, describing him as a man of experience and dignity who will discharge the duties of his new office with distinction. Speaking at the enskinment and outdooring ceremony of the new Jana at the Gbewa Palace in Yendi on Friday, 25th January 2019, President Akufo-Addo urged all to give Jana Mahama Bukari II the support he requires as he sets about to administer the affairs of the state of Dagbon. Describing the enskinment as a truly historic ceremony, President Akufo-Addo stated that the ceremony should put paid to a long struggle over several decades for the nameship of Dagbon, which has brought in its wake death, distraction and retrogression of the Dagbon state. In admonishing citizens of Dagbon, President Akufo-Addo urged them to bear in mind that there would be a small minority who will not be happy with the new status quo. He explained that there are a handful of malcontents who have benefited for a long time from the conflict and never want to see its end. President Akufo-Addo also noted the newly found peace in Dagbon is already bringing in its wake many good things. He announced that Cabinet last week approved a $30 million water supply project that will replace the old and dilapidated water system in Yendi and its catchment area. He also applauded the wisdom of the second president of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency John Kufuor's decision to establish the Committee of Eminent Chiefs as far back as 2002 in order to find an instrument to deal with the crisis in Dagbon in accordance with customary laws and usages, stressing that his decision has been vindicated. To the new Jana, President Akufo-Addo made a commitment to him, stating that he will do everything in his power as President of the Republic to assist him to administer the state of Dagbon in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility. Now, the word disabled usually and immediately brings to mind people who can't walk or talk, but Terry Garr has described disability as people who can't find joy in life and are bitter. So how would you also describe people who reject lifelong commitment and relationships with disabled persons? To end all forms of discrimination and prevent stigmatization, persons with disability (PWDs) have been urged to accept marriage proposals among themselves, since they are mostly refused marriage proposals from abled persons. Mr. Elvis Atipui, a member of the Ghana Disability Movement, during a town hall meeting organized by the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition (GACC) at NIMA, noted that they often face hostile reception from the public anytime a disabled person approaches an able person to propose marriage, which is often accompanied with insults and ridiculous remarks. Mr. Atipui said, although Ghana's Disability Law 2006 Act 715 aimed at ending the discrimination faced by people with disability, gave a 10-year moratorium for old buildings to be renovated to disability-friendly status, the target has still not been met. Beginning with most places of worship, which clearly lacks disability-friendly structures, said the Ghana Private Road Transport Union (GPRTU) doing nothing to improve the seating arrangements in commercial vehicles to make them comfortable, to most government institutions denying PWDs job opportunities, boils down to inequality of all levels. His comments attracted spontaneous applause and cheers from the audience, especially the disabled groups, with some giving him thumbs up for voicing their heartfelt needs on a public platform. Meanwhile, Madam Beauty Emefa Nate, the Executive Secretary of the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, urged civil society organizations, state institutions, and all well-meaning Ghanaians to join forces to stamp out inequality in the society. Now, if you belong to the Church of Pentecost or planning to marry someone from the church, you might want to take note of these new instructions. The Church of Pentecost has banned sexually suggestive pre-wedding photo shoots. Interesting as this may seem, The church says a lot of would-be couples abuse the act by going to the extreme of touching vital areas of each other as if they were already married. The usual profane but popular songs that rock local weddings may be a thing of the past, as the church has also prohibited the serving of alcoholic beverages and playing of secular songs with ungodly lyrics during wedding receptions. This was announced on Saturday by the General Secretary of the Church, Apostle Nana Yaokumi, at the Church's Global Ministers Conference at the Pentecost Convention Center (PCC) at Gomafete near Kaswa in the Central Region. During the pre-engagement time, under the guise of courting, they will be taking all sorts of pictures and spread it all over the place, and the pictures suggest they are already married, Apostle Kumi stated. He added, and I quote, "You would realize that where they are touching and what they are doing are things that are supposed to be done by married couples. So we really want to discourage that. Some are even bold enough to bring it on the day of the celebration of the marriage. You see them on the screen. Somebody has raised the lady, sitting on his lap, touching this place and all that. We really want to discourage it. That is what we mean by modestly and decently." Few months ago, the church released a statement admonishing its members to avoid lavish weddings. Pastors of the church have therefore been charged to encourage moderate and decent weddings to cut down costs. The church has also initiated measures to strengthen premarital counseling for prospective couples before brought to the altar to reduce divorce rates. According to the church, it shall continue to hold in high esteem chastity in marriage and strongly frown upon premarital sexual relationship between prospective couples. And now I'll take a quick breather. When we return, the updates continue. Kidnapping still seems to be on the rise in the country, and in another interesting case, the police in the Western region has found a first-year student of the Takwa Senior High School who went missing on Thursday. Miss Augustina Ndago, a Form 1 home economics student at Takwa Senior High School, was found with her lover, who is currently in police custody. The teenager took an exit on Wednesday, January 23rd, to visit her mother in Pristia and left the school but failed to show up in the house as expected. Augustina's brother called the house mistress to inform her that a supposed kidnapper had sent him a text message that Augustina, together with two others, had been kidnapped and were in their custody. DCOP Mamitiwa Adodankwa, Director General of the Criminal Investigation Department (CID) of the Ghana Police Service, said the police are interrogating the suspect to understand the circumstances under which he kept the girl overnight. She said, and I quote, "We have arrested the suspect. Apparently, the lady met the guy proposed to the lady and she followed him to his house. They slept. The guy is in police custody and we have begun investigations. We are interrogating the suspect to understand the circumstances under which the whole issue happened." Ghanaians for the past few weeks have taken to social media urging the police to be more aggressive in their search following reports of an earlier kidnapping of 3 young ladies in the Western region. The kidnapping of young girls seems to be on the rise as another report was made in the Volta region last week involving a 17-year-old girl. Ms. Beatrice Jobakbo, the aunt of the 17-year-old student of Sunrise Christian High School, reported to the Hope Police that her niece went missing on Monday, January 21st, and presented evidence of a WhatsApp conversation between her and someone else using her niece's phone who did not demand a ransom. The victim was later found after the kidnapper dropped her off at Aflao, from where she could locate a friend. Following this news coming in yesterday, Sunday 27th, officers from the Ghana Police Service have arrested about 15 Nigerians in a house at Nuaso Canaan in the Lower Manyakrobo municipality. The Nigerians arrested are suspected to be part of this kidnapping issues currently happening in Ghana. The swap operation was effected yesterday by a joint operation of police officers from Takrady, officers from the police headquarters, and officers from the Lower Manyakrobo municipality. The landlord of the house said he thought they were hosting only 4 Nigerian tenants until the police operations before they got to know that they were hosting 20 Nigerians in the rooms. The suspects have been taken to the Ghana Police Service headquarters for further investigations by the CID department. So while you're out there, here are some few tips that may come in handy. For parents, never leave your child alone in a public place, car or stroller. Never ask a stranger to hold your baby, even for an instant, no matter where you are, be it church, mosque, or even at a family gathering. Teach your children to use their intuition to notice the strange movement of cars, people around them, and report to any trusted adult nearby. Children below 18 should not be encouraged to use taxis alone, especially at night. Parents are the sole owners of their children. Thus, their safety is your priority. Bear in mind that one outing denied of your child today could save yourself the pain of not seeing your child forever. For the youth out there, keep a defense tool, preferably a pepper spray, in your bags. Be cautious of your surroundings and keep an emergency contact on standby during night time. When you realize any strange movement, run or call the police first. Also, remember to keep your car doors locked when driving, and when the need arises to move your car out of the way, make sure to get company, especially during public gatherings. When using taxis, be sure to scrutinize the vehicle number and verify the name of the driver before hopping on. At best, text the details of your ride to a trusted friend or relative, even if it is going to be a disturbance. Moving on, just yesterday, January 27, two bomb blasts at a Roman Catholic cathedral on the southern Philippine island of Jolo claimed 15 civilians and 5 soldiers' lives, adding to 111 injured. First bomb detonated in or near the Cathedral of Jolo, the capital of Sulu province, and the second blast outside the compound as government forces were responding to the attack, says officials. The initial explosion scattered wooden pews, window glass panels, whilst the second hurled human remains and debris across a town square, witnesses have said. President Rodrigo Duterte's spokesman condemned what appears to be a clear act of terrorism. He vowed that the government forces will pursue and bring all those involved to justice. The armed forces of the Philippines will rise to the challenge and crush these godless criminals, he said. In another statement, the Philippines Army said explosions were likely caused by improvised explosive devices, IEDs. We condemn this dastardly act on the civilians who were peacefully attending church service, he said. Across social media, the extent of the explosion, as graphic as it was, shows debris and bodies lying on a busy street outside the Cathedral of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, which has actually been hit by bombs in the past. What is unusual, perhaps, is that no one immediately claimed responsibility for the attack. However, reports have suggested that the timing is suspicious, with this coming in conjunction with a referendum whereby the island of Jolo and the entire Sulu province voted against a new autonomous government that is being created. Rebels and government in Manila hoping for a more peaceful region which would incite investment that would enable the expanded area to overcome the rapid poverty which cultivated the violence. What is happening in the world of entertainment? Now, to be a celebrity is one thing, but to be a positive influence is vital. Mr. Livingston Echesateklam, aka STONEBWOY, has been named 2019 Sanitation Ambassador for the Ashaiman Municipality. The Ashaiman Municipal Assembly, ASHMA, named him the Sanitation Ambassador at a special ceremony during which a citation was presented him for his selfless service to the municipality. Municipal Chief Executive Mr. Albert Boache Otri noted the Ashaiman-based musician had put the name of Ashaiman on a global map through his music and artistry, hence the need to appreciate his efforts. STONEBWOY expressed gratitude to the Ashaiman Municipal Assembly for the recognition and assured them of his help in improving sanitation. The dancehall artist emphasized Ashaiman was a nice place, thus people from there should take pride in mentioning it no matter their location. In all of his appreciation, he advised residents to use available resources to make Ashaiman a safe haven for humanity. He reminded residents that bad sanitation practices could endanger the lives of innocent people, therefore urging residents to keep their communities clean and avoid diseases that cost so much to cure. Speaking at the event, Mr. Patrick Chigbe, Ashaiman Municipal Environmental Health Officer, said the Ashaiman Municipal Assembly will prosecute offenders of its sanitation bylaws. And that's all the news we have for you today. For more, visit our website at dailyguidenetwork.com or get interactive with us via Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at the Daily Guide Network, or with me on Instagram at Godwin Nambo. The update is brought to you by Diamond Cement, powered by Press Express, and supported by Casa Clothing. As always, many thanks for watching. My name is Godwin Nambo. Enjoy the rest of our programs.